What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Daily Fire. Today's topic is this. You know what to do, but you refuse to do it. So sit back and relax and welcome to today's show. So before I get into today's topic, it has been a torrential storm. I guess today is the last day of hurricane season, and I live in a hurricane place. Turns out when you live in a tropical island, and we have had some insane rain. It's actually really cool. Like, never seen as much water fall before. Like, it's just, you look around, you're like, holy crap. Fortunately, there hasn't been any major flooding. They were worried about like the bridge over in Hanalei Bay getting like literally swept away, which I guess has happened before. And then everyone on the North Shore is like stranded from that bridge north, which is kind of a problem. I guess last time it happened, they had like literally helicoptered in food, all sorts of stuff. So fortunately that has not happened, and today is another day that's it's not as bad today, but there was a rainstorm earlier. Actually, I was on a call with a client, and it got so noisy because of how loud the rain was. I was worried that like he wouldn't even be able to hear me. So, but anyhow, I love living here. I love where I'm at right now. Right now it's just lightly sprinkling. I'm actually sitting in my temple, right, and just kind of chilling outside. It's absolutely epic. I love living here. So anyhow, let's get to the show. Let's get to today's topic. You know what to do, but you won't do it. And the reason I bring up the rain is because a lot of times that has an impact. And here's what I mean by that, right? In a perfect world, you have perfect conditions and everything's exactly the way you want it. And so when you make a plan, you choose step 1 of the plan, step 2 of the plan, step 3 of the plan, and it just goes exactly how you want it to go. And it's like, everything's great, and you get your result, and you're very happy. And then you're like proud of yourself, you're patting yourself on the back, you're like, yay, I did it, right? So for years, I knew what I needed to do to make my body feel good, but guess what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't do what's required. I wouldn't do it. I knew what to do, but I wouldn't do it. I look back at my marriage with my ex-wife. We were married for 7 years. I knew what to do. I really did. I just knew what to do in order to turn my marriage around, but I chose to not do it. And I could lie, and I could be like the victim, and I could blah, 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 blah. And that's what I did for a lot of years. But the reality is when I pull back all the bullshit and I look at what actually went down, yeah, I knew what to do to fix it. I just didn't do it. When I look at my current reality, I know what I need to do inside of my marketing message inside of the marketplace, but I have to choose to do it. I know what I need to do inside of my body, but I have to choose to do it. I know what I need to do inside of my relationship with my wife. I have to choose to do it. So I'm going to use the example of body, because body's a pretty simple one. We all have a body. Every single one of us has a body. And so today I wake up, this is day 2 of not feeling like I wanted to work out at all. I don't feel great. I'm kind of under the weather. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, bah, didn't feel good. Alarm went off. I was like pissed at my alarm. I literally want to throw my phone across the freaking room. I was like, screw you, alarm. Got up, right? Because it's non-negotiable. It's just what you do. Got up, made my way to get dressed, and did all my morning stuff, jumped in the car, drove to the gym. Takes me about 12 minutes to get to the gym. I get to the gym today at about 4:52, and I'm sitting there, and I just sit in the car, and I just sit there. Like I pull in, and I sit there. And I sit there, and I sit there, and I sit there. All of a sudden, boom, clicks 5 o'clock. And I'm like, I really should probably go in. I pull up my phone. I'm looking at it. There's an email in there from a client that needed to reschedule. So I'm like, oh, I'll answer him real quick. So I'm sitting in the parking lot. All of a sudden, it's 5:15. I've now been sitting in the parking lot for 23 minutes. I have been sitting in the parking lot of the gym, right? I know what I need to do. I've got a big workout today. But today's workout, the workout that was scheduled, I knew was going to take me almost 2 hours. And this is me like attacking and going. I knew what I needed to do. And I sat there for 23 minutes not doing it. Finding whatever reason. I'm tired. I'm not tired. I'm like I'm sitting there. I'm not really even like sleepy tired, which was interesting. I'm kind of under the weather a little bit. Got like a little cold or something like that. But so like I'm not 100%, but that's not an excuse. Like not anything. Like it doesn't matter. Like I know what I need to do, and I need to go into the gym. And I sat there and I kind of like delayed the inevitable, and then finally just got up and said, okay, let's go do it. Got up, went in, crushed the workout. I'm sitting there in the workout. I'm like maybe 45, well, about an hour. I know this is further than that. I'm about an hour and 15 minutes into the workout, and I feel my energy depleting. I feel my mental state depleting. And so in order to keep me on point, you know what I did? This is something I would recommend all of you do inside of your life, not just in working out, but working out's a really easy way to do it. I have a scheduled workout, right? There's a scheduled thing I'm supposed to do. I went ahead and just added a whole nother set. I didn't want to. I was doing exercise, doing tricep extensions with the cable on the cable pole, tricep extension, added a whole nother set. Went heavier, went to 135, did 10 more. One more set. And I love when I do that because it brings this level of power to me, because I'm sitting there, no one knows, no one has any idea. They're not looking at my workout, looking at what I'm doing. Nobody even cares. But I know. And I know what I need to do in order to get myself in power so that I can stay in power. So I do it. I add the extra set. Get done, boom, pound it out, finish the rest of the workout, finish my ab set, boom, I'm done. It took me like 2 hours, or not 2 hours. It took me like an hour and 50 minutes. It was almost 2 hours. Long workout. And this is busting my ass. I'm sweats dripping. I got to wipe down machines, not because, you should be wiping your machines down all the time at a gym, just as a side note. But I literally had to wipe them down because they're wet after I get up off of the benches or whatever. So I pushed. I did what was required. I jump out of the gym. I come walking out, and I just finished. I continued down my day, right? I do what's required to get the results that I know that I want. I was not always this way. Like the results I have in my body right now, I don't know where we'll go with them. Like I don't know. I'm contemplating competing or not competing. I've got a coach lined up if I want to. He'll train me up. There's a show in April down in Anaheim. I may or may not do it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Obviously, you could tell I'm like, do I really want to? But my body is on point. I feel amazing. I feed it the right type of food. I know what my macros are, and I feed myself my macros. I take care of myself. I work out every single day, and not just sort of work out. I train. And what am I training for? That's really the question. That's what's up for debate. But what I know is through my body, this is the domain in my life that is the activator for the rest of my power. If I can activate the power in my body, then the rest of my life works. I can go make more money. I can do more things. I can create more wealth. Like I made more money before noon today than I made in an entire, like let's think back to when I worked for corporate America. I was a division trainer for Smith's Food and Drug. I made more money by noon today, in one day, more money today by noon than I made as a division trainer in about, it wasn't quite my whole year's salary, but pretty damn near close to, probably 9 months, 3 quarters. In one morning, I made more money than what I previously made in 9 months. How is this possible? How do I do this? How have I created this life? It's not about the money, but what it is about, it's about who I've become. But I only became this guy because I started doing the things I knew I needed to do. And I didn't just do them sometimes. I didn't do them occasionally. I did them all the time. Every single day. You fail in life because you refuse to see with your eyes to actually and then go do the thing that you know you need to do. And if you're honest, you sit there and you look at the areas of your life that are broken right now, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do, but you lack the discipline to do it. You refuse to break the patterns, the habits, and the addictions that are holding you stuck to the old version of who you are. And if you never break those patterns, habits, and restrictions and addictions, if you never break those, you will never grow to who you were meant to become. You will never become this next version. You're the person who will literally give up. You're like the guy who literally basically commits we'll call it spiritual suicide. Like you give up on life. You give up on potential that you have. You give up on your fulfilled life, to living a life that you would love. You totally give up on it. And then you live the next 20, 30, 40 years waiting to die. Like I watch people do this all the time. And it's not about the money. It's not about the houses. It's not about the cars. It's not about your body. It's not about a six-pack or not a six-pack. It's not about your relationship even, about having the hottest wife or the hottest husband. It's not about those things. It's not about the things that people can see. It's about what I call the fifth domain. And the fifth domain is fulfillment. And you can be fulfilled doing anything, as long as it's in alignment with what you know you need to do. Problem is, most of what you do is not what you need to do. You know how to fix it, but you won't do it. Why don't you ask yourself a question? Why? Why? If you know what to do, why do you choose to not do it? If you know the thing that would get you to the place you want to go in life, why would you choose to not do it? And the indecision to even make a choice, that is the choice. Like, that's literally the choice. You're making a choice by not making a choice. So take a look at your world across body, being, balance, and business. Where in your world do you know what you need to do to dig yourself, or at least start to dig yourself out of the pit, but you are refusing to take the action required? Where is that? Where is that? And what can you do today and do something right now? You hear my words? Go do it right now. Don't think about it. Don't debate about it. Go do it. I promise you, you do this and you do this consistently with reps over time, over and over and over, your whole life will change. Not in a matter of years, not even a matter of a year, in a matter of weeks. In weeks, your life can change. I've watched marriages completely revived and transformed in less than 30 days. And all it took was somebody making a bold decision to do what's required and to do what they knew they already needed to do. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's you. So, that's all I got for you today in today's Daily Fire. Welcome. I appreciate you guys going on this little journey with me. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun little journey. So, as always, this is your boy, Trevor J. White, reminding you that you're just one pivot away.